line is completely shut down today, and that these deportations will no longer happen. The community together is saying not one more.
¿Quieres decir algo para el live stream?
Live stream?
Yeah.
Sure. This is Guadalupe Barrios fighting in the lucha, homie, not caring how much force or fear they want to put in our people. We don't care about how much they want to fucking protect their political interests or their personal interests. Pero lo que sí nos importa es que nuestras familias estén juntas, que nuestras comunidades estén apoyadas por el gobierno que se dice que es protector igual para todos y es mentira.
Gracias, Lupe.
Operation Streamline got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Operation Streamline got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Operation Streamline got to go! Hey, ho, ho!
The police liaison is going to confront Villaseñor and ask him what he thinks about this.
Okay.
Who's Villaseñor? The police chief?
Yeah. So we're gonna watch the police negotiations right now. We have Villaseñor, who's the police chief.
Okay. We're here as observers.
Elizabeth,
Just don't want
I'm
any
very willing to talk
violence.
with you, and neither do we. And I hope that everyone cooperates, and I will talk with you, but I'm not going to do this in a press conference type format. If you and I would like to go talk, or anyone else that you think would be representative of the group to talk to us, I would like to do that, but privately.
We're here as legal observers, so we do want to.
Okay, but I mean, I'm saying I'm not going to have this conversation in front of all the media cameras.
I know it's very difficult.
I understand.
There's national media here.
I
We just
understand
don't
that.
want Tucson to look bad.
I agree. Completely.
And you know that people are here just because they're so committed to ending Streamline.
I understand that, and our purpose here is to preserve the peace of everyone. But again, when you're ready to talk to me, and hopefully we can come to a peaceful resolution here, you and I can do that, but we're not going to do this in front of the cameras. So when you're ready for that, you let me know, and we'll get together and we'll talk, okay?
Why don't the media go ahead back to where we had originally asked you to be? That would be appreciated. Thank you very much.
So public officials don't want to be in public.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were doing a public job.
So Villaseñor is the police chief of Tucson. That's who you saw talking in the media right now. Marisa, otra vez, dime.
So we've been on lockdown since the bus made its way from Border Patrol early this morning. It's now 9:20. We're gonna make sure that Operation Streamline doesn't happen today. Just over there, we see what Polimigra looks like. The police chief meeting with Border Patrol. And one thing should be clear: it's not always working with it. It's risk and dilemma forces them to come to the table. That's ultimately the solution when we put our bodies on the line to make a statement, an unequivocal statement that they stop deportations. Again, the message is clear. If the president won't act, if Congress won't act, we will. We're putting our bodies on the line. We're telling our stories. We're stopping these buses that sow misery every day. Every day they herd people into that courtroom, and today we're saying not one more, and we're asking everybody in the country to follow suit. ICE is in your backyard. You might not be able to go to the White House, you might not be able to talk to President Obama, you might not be able to go to Congress every week, but you know Border Patrol and police like that are stopping people every day are in your backyard, and so you need to put a stop to it.
Gonzalo.
And we're gonna see more things like this in the next few days.
Estamos en la lucha. Estamos en la lucha. Obama, escucha. Estamos en la lucha. Ndlon, entiende. El pueblo se defiende. 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 Ndlon, entiende. Ndlon, entiende. ¡No los oigo! ¡Ndlon, entiende! ¡Pueblo se defiende! ¡Ndlon, entiende! ¡El pueblo se defiende!
Streamline needs to end, and therefore this is our life where our action. That's our only thing that we want. Can you repeat your first and last name? Sure. Angelica Loreto. L-O-R-E-T-O. Is that live stream?
Gonna say something else? In español o en inglés?
Is that live?
Yeah.
No, we're just here and locking down and ready to go.
How long have you been here now?
We don't know. What time is it?
I think it's been like an hour and a half.
Wow. It hasn't felt like an hour and a half. That's good.
You wanna say something for live
Chapstick?
And that's why you hear they've been pressing down the gas so they can emit,
Yeah.
right?
You know, in the beginning, I want to be very honest. When we actually got to do this, I've got this emotional feeling inside of me, and I just wanted to cry. Both of us actually cried because we realized how significant and how important and how symbolic it was to do this. I don't know, like, I think it's, you know, I can't even imagine what they're feeling inside, just to know that there's someone out there that actually cares for them.
What would you tell other people where ICE is on their backyard?
You know, it's been a very difficult week for us here in town, and I don't have any words because I think I'm a very biased person because I have my personal opinions about it, and I don't know, like, I think that I would just be like, there's no point. I don't see the point of it.
Yeah. Well, we're telling the message also is that ICE is in our own backyards. It doesn't really take. Sometimes we don't have President Obama at hand. We don't have Congress at hand. This is what needs to happen for us to shut down ICE because they won't act. If they're shutting down the government, but there's like kids are not getting fed.
Right, they didn't
This is
take away the stuff that actually hurts communities.
Yeah, this is not an essential service right now. We don't need these.
Parando uno que nos va a llevar a muchos migrantes a Operation Streamline, entonces eso le quería
Fíjense que está hablando con su mamá.
No, I think I'm okay. No, I'm okay. I'm good with
You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Oh, it's live stream.
Somos 12 personas que estamos tomando la
Seen it at the not one more website.
Okay. Well, it's really nice to see all these people coming out and supporting this. I think it's really important, and I think it's very important for people to know about it. More people know about it. More
Do you think I can get some water?
It's not right.
something else again? I know.
Does someone else want to turn?
Anyone want to say something for the live stream? For a live stream?
My last name?
No, it's for the live stream. Do you want to say anything for the live stream?
Yes, we're here to end Streamline. There have been 70,000 people who have been through this kangaroo court in the last 6 years, and it has to stop now.
Thank you.
The first time I went to Streamline was about a year ago, and I think the hardest part for me was seeing the people in chains. And I remember there was a couple like spouses and like family members, and it was so painful to watch them like chained, like sitting right next to their family, and the marshals told them they weren't allowed to touch each other. And I think that was like that sort of like separation of family, you know, across borders, but like literally in this courtroom, like you can't be like a person and you can't be human.
Oh yes, let me say another thing too. The people are chained at their ankles and at their waist. Their hands are chained to their waist, and I've seen the judge say, if anyone doesn't understand what the proceedings that are taking place, raise your hand. And I've seen people struggle to try to raise their hand and be ignored.
In so many ways, Streamline is the epitome of dehumanization, and the way that the immigration system is a system of dehumanization in this country. And we're here saying we're all human, we're all in this together.
Thank you. And then, how are you guys feeling?
Feeling good.
So, and then also for the people that are watching us, the buses are on, so they're actually emitting like carbon monoxide in the air, and this has been done purposely, you know?
What's the cost?
But I don't know
How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Good.
So what's
Feeling strong. Glad to see strong community
pillow.
support out here
You don't
standing
look like
with
you're going
us
anywhere.
as we try and make sure that another 80 brothers and sisters don't get criminalized today.
Thank you. Like why we're here?
Yeah. Standing here with
Maybe more this way because
We're standing here trying to shut down Operation Streamline, trying to make sure that the criminalization of migrants does not continue.
not trying, doing it.
We're doing it.
It's already been shut down. It's not. It looks like it's not gonna happen today.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to happen today, and the focus is on making sure it does not happen anymore in the future as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm waving at the people in the bus. They're standing up, they're waving, they're showing us their shackles. Their shackle from the hands to the waist to the feet. And there's a man like saying thank you, gracias, putting his thumbs together. They're among this all, they're managing to smile, and this is what gives them hope, really. Like the community is giving our community hope. Not President Obama, not Congress, they're not acting on our behalf, so if they don't act on our behalf, the community sure as hell will. And this is what his policy, President Obama's policy, looks like. His immigration policies, this is what it looks on the ground. This is his actions, not his speeches, not his promises. This is what his policy, immigration policy, actually looks like. in our community. Oh, sure. You want to say why we're here?
Alright, so we represent a group of mujeres in the Tucson community who are against Operation Streamline. So we do not support Operation Streamline. This is our peaceful, loving, non-violent protest.